SQL is a procedural language. Okay, just you can see the slide. Just see this. In this chapter, we'll see about the PL SQL. We'll understand about the PL SQL. What is PL SQL actually? What are the uses of the PL SQL? And what type of block? How we can write the program? What will be the structure of the PL SQL block? How many types of blocks we can write? And then we'll see how to write the anonymous PL SQL block and how we can display the output on the screen. This we'll see in this chapter. Okay, this is just introduction to understand about the PL SQL.
Okay.
And remaining things we'll be seeing in the coming chapters. For every topic, there is a separate chapter. I will give the questions. You'll have the topic in the detail.
Okay.
Okay. So see this in this chapter we'll see these topics: uses of PL SQL, types of PL SQL block structure, and we'll write anonymous PL SQL block, and we'll understand how to write it, how to display the output, where we can write, where we can declare the variables, where we can write the SQL statements, where we can write the PL SQL statements, where we can handle the runtime errors. Got it?
Yes.
Just to give the idea about the PL SQL, this is the chapter. Okay.
Okay.
So see about the PL SQL. PL SQL stands for the procedural language plus structure query language statement. You can say procedural language extension to the structure query language. Now why we call it as a extension to the structure query language? Because in the PL SQL program, you can, along with the programming features, we can also use the structure query language statements. That is SQL statements also we can use here. Okay. To interact with the RDBMS, to interact with the database, we have a structure query language statements. Actually that is sufficient. If you want to do some, if you want to store the data in the database, or if you want to modify the data, or if you want to create the table, or if you want to retrieve the data, read the data from the database, structure query language statement is enough. Then why we should go for the PL SQL? Because some process, okay, or some task we cannot do with the structure query language statement, or sometime it will be a complex one, it will be difficult one. Okay. Now those type of problems, those type of tasks, those type of process we can easily complete with the PL SQL language. Okay, because we using PL SQL. In PL SQL program, we'll be using programming features like declaring variables. We can write the conditional statements. We can use the loops. We can use the case statements. We can declare our own data types. Got it?
Yes.
Along with this, we can use structure query language statement also. Combinedly, infinitely. There is no limitation. Okay. This makes PL SQL very powerful language to do the process in the database. Fine. So that's it, and this is about the PL SQL. Is it clear?
Yes, yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah, and this PL SQL language is specific to the Oracle Corporation. It is specific to the Oracle database. This will not find in any other RDBMS, because this is developed by Oracle Corporation only. Okay.
Yes.
And you can see this is developed by the Oracle Corporation, and it is mainly useful for data access, language for relational databases. For RDBMS it is useful. Okay, and you can find this in Oracle only. In other RDBMS like SQL Server, if you go, there is T-SQL is there. Okay, like that in other RDBMS, other languages might be there, but this PL SQL is not available in that. Okay, so whatever the procedural constructs we'll be using in C, C++, Java, that we can also use in the PL SQL along with the structure query language statement. Fine. Now who can learn this PL SQL? Those who have the knowledge of SQL, they can learn the PL SQL. This is the prerequisite. For PL SQL, SQL is the prerequisite. There is no need to know C, C++, Java. If you know SQL, okay, you can learn PL SQL. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah. And how it is useful? How PL SQL is useful? It is useful for only Oracle developers, or it is useful for other developers also. It is also useful for Java developers. It is also useful for C++ developers. It is also useful for C developers. It is also useful for the Oracle Forms developers, Oracle Reports developer. So from whichever application you want to interact with the RDBMS, Oracle database, okay, if you have the knowledge of PL/SQL, that will be added advantage. Got it?
Yes.
So it is not limited to only PL/SQL programmers only. Whichever Java programmer or whoever developed the websites, whoever developed the web scripts, okay, for them also this is useful. If they have the knowledge, they can call the PL/SQL program and they can do the process in the database from the web pages or from the Java programs, or Java applications. Got it?
Yes.
You can call this program from Java applications, C programs, C++ programs, from the websites also you can call it, from any other tool, from where you want to do the process in the database, okay, you can call this program there. So if they have the idea, it will be useful. Okay, so we'll see some more thing. Any more question from this?
No, it's fine. Thank you.
I hope it is clear. I'm not going fast.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. See about the PL/SQL. Already we have discussed what is PL/SQL. Okay, PL/SQL along with this powerful language, PL/SQL also provides you the well-structured block. Okay, well-structured. Why we are saying well-structured block? Because for everything, there is a separate section is there. Like if you want to declare the programming constructs, like variable, if you want to declare the composite data type, if you want to declare exception, or if you want to declare cursor, okay, there is a separate section. That section is known as declarative section. Okay, and if you want to write the business logic, like if you want to execute SQL statement, PL/SQL statement, if conditional statement, and iterative statements like loops, okay, there is a separate section is there. And to handle the runtime errors, separate section is there. Okay, so you can manage this program very easily, and it will and whenever any error goes, you can directly go to that particular section and you can make a correction. So it is a well-structured block. And in PL/SQL, we can declare the variables, we can declare the constant variables, we can declare our composite data types. Okay, composite data types are user-defined data types. We will be declaring it. It doesn't come with the PL/SQL software, or it doesn't come with the Oracle software. Okay, with Oracle software, you'll have the single user. User-defined data types are there. That is scalar data types. But if you want to store huge data, or if you want to store different type of data in a variable, okay, we need to declare that variable. We need to declare the data type. Okay, that data type is known as composite data types. We can declare it. And also we can use the conditional statements. Already we have discussed conditional statements like if statement, case statement, and we can also use loops also. I think you can see this also on the screen.
Yes.
This is visible? This one? Oh, one second.
I'm just looking to hide it.
This is not visible?
No, GoToMeetings doc, it won't be visible to other parties. Okay, only it will be visible to you. We cannot see that. Screen is viewable to all of us.
No, what you are saying?
The GoToMeetings doc, what you are having on your screen, it won't be visible to others. Only it will be visible to others.
Okay.
The doc will be only visible to you.
Fine.
Okay, and just see this about the PL/SQL. We can write the PL/SQL program in such a way that, okay, we can reuse it. Once you write the PL/SQL program, and if you want to use it in the future any number of times, you can develop the PL/SQL program, you can compile it, and the compiled code can be stored in the database. And after storing, anybody who is having permission on that program, they can call from different applications. Like as I said you, anybody can call from the Java application, anybody can call from the C application, anybody can call from the C++ application, anybody can call from the Oracle Forms Reports application. Fine. So one compile once and use it any number of times. In that way also you can write the program, or you can write a program so that you can develop it once, you can use it once, and you can forget it, which is not reusable. So two types of programs you can write. One is reusable, one is not reusable. We will see in the next slide. Okay, David? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, got it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, see some more advantages of the PL SQL. With PL SQL program we can improve the performance. Now how we can improve the performance? One point is, like if you want to insert the, okay, we'll take this example. Like suppose I want to hike the employee salary, but conditionally, based on their department, based on their professional, based on their performance. So by using SQL statement, how we'll be doing? First we have to retrieve the data from the database by using select statement. After retrieving, then we should, by seeing their salaries or performance, then we should update the salary one by one. Okay. So you need to write select statement, you need to write update statement many times. Okay. So how many statements you'll be writing? That many time it will create the compile code in the database for SQL statement. Okay. And also it will, for suppose 10 statements you have executed, 10 SQL statements. So 10 compile code will be created, 10 time it will open the database, which are time consuming. Okay. Whereas you can write a one PL SQL program, and all that statement you can write in a PL SQL program itself, and you can write the conditional statement also, and you can compile it once and you can store in the database. And after that, any number of time you call it, all the statement in the PL SQL block will get executed at a time. So that will save your time and can improve the performance. Okay.
Okay.
And second point, already we have discussed that SQL and PL SQL statements, we can use it together, infinitely, combinedly. Okay, and that makes the PL SQL program more powerful. This already we have discussed. Now see the third point. In the PL SQL, we can also handle the exception. Exception means runtime errors. Now why we should handle the runtime errors? Whenever your PL SQL program, whenever you execute the PL SQL program, and if any statement gives error, okay, unexpectedly your PL SQL program will stop executing without giving you chance to take any action. Okay. Instead of that, if you want to take some action, whenever any error generates, and before closing the PL SQL block, if you want to take some action, okay, you can take some action when you handle the exception. So the program execution will be in your control by handling the exception. Okay. So this is the advantage of the exception. Now see the next point, portable. Portable in sense, you can develop the PL SQL program in any environment, and you can run in any other environment also. For example, I can develop the PL SQL program in Windows operating system, and if I want to run in the Linux operating system, I can run it without making any changes. This portable. This flexibility is with the PL SQL block. I mean with the PL SQL program. And also in the PL SQL, by using PL SQL language, we can develop the program in such a way that which will execute automatically and on which will execute automatically and repeatedly on a specified time. Just we need to specify the time, and it will execute automatically, and on the same time it will repeat it. Okay, for that we should create a job. Using the same PL SQL program, we can create a job, and in that job we can mention which program you want to run and when you want to repeat it. Okay, that also you can do. And also if you want to execute some program automatically, whenever you do any event in the database, and if you want to take action automatically, okay, in that way also again you can write the program. That is nothing but trigger you can write. Fine. Hello.
Hello, yes.
Hello. Are you there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, please give me the reply, Simon. Yeah. So you got my point. This
Yes.
clear?
Yes.
Yeah. And in the PL SQL, we can also compose the mails. We can send the mails with the attachment to the different users. this utility